Hello guys, welcome back. On this episode, I'm gonna talk to you about how to scale your business, but in general, this is about design business. So how to scale your design business in this day and age, based on my own personal experience. Hopefully you'll like it, and I'll see you soon. Hello everyone. I'm going to talk to you about how to scale your design business. So I'm talking from my own experience in the last 5 years and how I've done it myself. And I may still be learning as well. So just wanted to put it out there that I may not be right, and the things that I'm about to say may not be right for you. But the reason why I thought about talking about this is because recently someone came to me to ask a question about how I did it so far. So the advice that I gave to him was pretty much this thing that I'm about to talk to you about. But from my own experience and perspective, I think the most important thing is, again, I talk about this a lot, is for you to know exactly what you're all about as an individual. So in my case, for example, when I started Relab, it took a while for me to understand, like a year or so. But over time, I've realized that what I'm good at is understanding what clients want and translating it as a design product, whether it's digital or non-digital. But I feel like I know what the client wants, that it's easier for me to interpret. Oftentimes, I get it wrong all the time as well, but most of the time I get it right in terms of what emotional meaning or what emotional feeling that they want to get out of the design work. I think I'm pretty good at that. And because I've realized that I've been attached to the design work itself, the actual production design work, at least for the first, I'd say 3 years, even until today, as a matter of fact, I'm still quite involved in design, at least up to the concept stage. But sometimes there are times, like if you watch the previous vlog episode, then I would have spoken about how I actually still work, at late nights and things like that on actually designing things. So, but because I've realized that's the thing that I'm good at, one thing that I've realized is to scale your business, you need to expand, right? Which means you need to add more people in it. You need to invest in the right things. For our case, in the design business or in the creative business, or if you're in a service business, oftentimes it's investing in people and it's investing in the right type of capabilities and skills. So in my case, I didn't have a good, programming experience or skills. So my first employee, shout outs Kevin if you're watching this, but my first employee was Kevin, who was my front-end developer or / just everything developer. But he was I think he was better at the front-end side of things. That's to support my design work that needs to be translated in a digital form or in a web form. And because that's the skill that I don't particularly have myself, then my first investment was really to hire someone who's good in programming or who knows it and able to support me to produce the works that I'm meant to produce or the works that I was hired to do. And then from there, going across a few months forward, then I've realized that there's more work in place, that I need to produce more and to scale. And for me to be able to take on more work, then I'll need to hire someone who can support me in the design side of things. And that's where, Jason came in as our other designer, and then Kim came in as well. And then over time, we got to the point where we're quite stable internally in terms of dealing with the kind of works that we were capable of doing, until another opportunity came in that's a bit bigger. And then I've realized that our team is not capable enough in doing that. Then that's where I rethink about how to restructure it and then who else to add. But over time, it's pretty much a game of like forming your own dream team. So until today, that's pretty much the things that I do every single day, and the things that I have in my mind all the time, other than finances. But it's really trying to form the solid team. And because eventually, and this is probably something that I've realized just recently in the last 2 years, but to even grow further, then you need a really, really solid team to be able to handle the production work that you're supposed to do. So hence we've got our project managers now, we've got our administrators, we've got a team of designers and developers, but that's to ensure that if I'm not in the office, or if I'm out in a meeting, or if I'm out doing business development things, then the team is running in the office with the works that we're meant to deliver, and then the team does not really need me like literally sitting next to them to deliver the kind of works that we have to deliver. As long as I know the high level processes and the high level outcome and the vision of it, that's the most important thing. Of course, like oftentimes I can't help myself to jump into the project and really get into it. But every time things like that happens, it hinders my, I guess, focus, or distracts me a lot in terms of the things that I'm meant to do as the business owner. So I think the most important thing is to cut it short. The most important thing is for you to know who you are. It's really, really about self-awareness, and for you to know what is it that you're really good at, and then surround yourself with people who can support you, who are better than you in terms of, who's better than you in other certain skill sets. And that's okay for you to not be good at certain things, and that's normal. But as long as you know what you're really good at, and surround yourself with people who are as good or even better than you in other things that you require them to help you with, then I think you're on the right track. And then from there, it's really about an idea of how you grow more, and how do you get more people like that, and how do you, I guess, structure the team in a certain way that there's synergy. And I think it's very, very important to keep everyone else happy, which is such a big challenge as I grow and as we find it, because you're dealing with every individuals, and everyone's so different. You're trying to keep your clients happy, you're trying to keep your employees happy, you're trying to keep your family happy. This is my personal experience, and it's very, very difficult. But if you manage to do that, you manage to control yourself emotionally, then I think everything will be fine at the end, okay? Hopefully that's a good conversation, that's a good advice for you. Hopefully it brings you value. Feel free to ask me any questions with the comments below, or send me an email. Otherwise, I'll hope to see you in the next episode. Thanks, guys.